What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You're watching the Ragin Nation Show Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series where we talk about all the things that matter to me for production of the fourth installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise directed by Michael Bay. This is update number 54, and we got a lot to talk about. But before we talk about any of the cool stuff that's been happening in Hong Kong, let's do some shout-outs. And I want to say a big thank you shout-out to the Ragin Nation Facebook page members for giving me over 5,000 likes on the Ragin Nation Facebook page. And also, all my subscribers on YouTube for over 13,000 subscriptions. Thank you all for that. I really appreciate all your support. Now, I want to give a big thank you shout out to two photographers working out of Hong Kong. I don't know if they're photographers who are working in Hong Kong, but at least they've been taking photos in Hong Kong. I want to say a big shout out to Daryl Chapman and also Victor Wong. And they've been taking a lot of sweet photos while Michael Bay is filming Transformers Age of Extinction in Hong Kong. And I've seen a lot of really cool photos from them. In fact, you can check out Victor Wong's photo album on Facebook, and I'm going to leave the photo album link on the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Also, I want to give a random Ragin Nation shout out to Luke Foley, and thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate that. Finally, let's give a big Twitter shout out to @MovieMakerGTA4 for tweeting me the sweet photo of the Wildrider in Hong Kong. Very, very cool. And also at Lisa Tam for tweeting me a photo of the back of Bumblebee and Optimus Prime while she was on vacation in Las Vegas. Thank you all for that. Now let's get on with some news. The first thing we got to talk about is some explosions, Michael Bay style. Michael Bay exploded some stuff while he was shooting on location at Tu Kwa Wan? I think it's in Cantonese it's To Kwa Wan. Okay, I don't know, but you got to check out this Instagram video. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Looks really cool, and I'm sure it's going to look very sweet when we watch it on the big screen when we're watching Transformers Age of Extinction. So be sure to check that out. And also, let's talk about some of the human stuff. We've always been talking about the vehicles. Let's talk about some humans. And what we have here is a scene which involves Jack Rayner, Stanley Tucci, and Nicholas Peltz. And what we see them doing is that Stanley Tucci and Jack Rayner are once again carrying this large black bag. And obviously something is really heavy in there because they need two people to carry whatever's inside. You see Jack Rayner. He's got the Cybertronian sword on his back, and it's kind of curious because Mark Wahlberg also had the Cybertronian sword on his back, so it's interesting to know why both of them are carrying a sword. Either it's two swords or it's just one and they're just passing it along. And you see Nicola Peltz ducking on the side of a taxi, so something is very interesting is going on. We don't know, but the curious thing is what is in that bag. It could be a different Cybertronian weapon, or it could be a second sword of the, the same sword, right? So there you have it. Or is it me, or does Nicola Peltz look kind of hot in this shot? Hey, that kind of rhymes. Hot in the shot. It's like hot shot. Okay, that was terrible. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about another Instagram photo, or video rather, another Instagram video where we saw some really, really cool videos of new vehicles. We saw some new vehicles in this Instagram video, and it looks really cool because we're treated to some new vehicles and some already existing ones that we've already seen. In this Instagram video, we see the Wildrider, a new white Aston Martin DBS, a new orange McLaren MP4 12C Spider. We see the Freightliner Argosy, and then we see a white and green Isuzu Giga CXZ dump truck. Now, that's 5 vehicles rolling out together. I don't believe that, these are Autobots in any way. I think these are Decepticons, and namely Stunticons, because there's 5 of them. And that's pretty cool. I mean, they included an orange McLaren, and they included a white Aston Martin DBS, and who knows what's going to happen with all these vehicles. But as far as I know, these are going to be Stunticons. Now, with regards to the Isuzu Giga CXZ dump truck, this is not to be confused with the dump truck that was involved in the DC invasion in Transformers Dark of the Moon. That was a much larger dump truck with the arms, with the arms that stick into the sides of the dumpster, and then it lifts over. So that's a completely different dump truck. truck. Maybe its robot mode will look the same, but it's still a completely different alt mode. And the Isuzu is much smaller because, well, we're talking about Hong Kong here. There's not a whole lot of space to have such a giant dump truck, okay? So there you have it. Now, be sure to check out the Instagram video below in the description box. That way you can see what I'm talking about. And what's really peculiar to me is that, well, they're rolling out together, and that means that it suggests that the Pagani Huayra is not an Autobot. Okay, a lot of people saying Cliff Jumper, Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime. You know, I'm gonna go out and start saying that this video really suggests that the Pagani Huayra is not an Autobot, and I'll explain why. Okay, first of all, I think they're all Decepticons, and I think they're all Stunticons. And first of all, let's talk about the current existing ones we already know about. The Freightliner Argosy. It's a Decepticon, in my opinion, because the black, the gray, the silver really gives it away. These are all just kind of Decepticon colors. So that's a dead giveaway for me. Dead giveaway. Okay, now moving on. The Isuzu Giga CXZ. Now that's a Decepticon because what Autobot in their right mind would scan a dump truck? It just doesn't make any sense, okay? I don't think any of the Autobots in the Michael Bay universe would take a dump truck as an alt mode. It just wouldn't happen. So that's another reason why this is these are Decepticons. Now let's talk about the Aston Martin DBS, the Orange McLaren, the Pagani Huayra. Now, we've already seen the complete Autobot lineup. Remember when we saw the large photo of all the Autobots? Michael Bay made an announcement or a tweet where he just said that, you know, here you go, guys. These are your Autobots. So I don't see any of these guys in that photo. So which suggests that these guys, these new additions, are all Decepticons. Now you might be thinking, well, what about the Pagani Huayra? That one was seen rolling out with the Autobots. Now keep in mind that the Pagani Huayra was only seen in the Hong Kong/China scenes. Even though it was filming in Detroit physically, Detroit wasn't symbolizing Detroit. It was actually either China or Hong Kong. So something tells me that the Autobots are going to meet all the Stunticons in Hong Kong only, except for the Freightliner Argosy, which was seen in the Texas chase. So there you have it. Check out the make sure you check out the YouTube videos where I posted below, where you see all of them rolling out together. Now, a lot of you guys might be wondering, like, where did all these vehicles come from? Because that is a whole lot of supercars. Well, here's an interesting fun fact for you guys, and that is all these vehicles, well, not all of them, but a couple of these supercars are all owned by a very famous and wealthy Hong Kong celebrity who's a singer and an actor by the name of Julian Zhengzilum. And he lent out these vehicles for the production, and that's something I'm very happy about because it gives us like a huge variety of different supercars. I mean, they might as well go all out. So I'm pretty sure that Michael Bay and the production, they put out a casting call looking for someone who owns these vehicles, and then they decided, okay, let's use this one, and this one, and there you have it. There's our Stunticon lineup. Moving on, some other vehicles were shown in this other video that was posted online, and it consists of not 3 but 6 Chevy Traxes. They're rolling out first, and then afterwards you see Pagani Huayra, white Aston Martin DBS, McLaren, the orange one, Freightliner Argosy, and the dump truck. Now, what's really interesting is that there are 6 of them, but in a previous video we saw that there were 3 of them rolling out right before the Freightliner Argosy showed up on the same scene. Well, something tells me that the Chevy Traxes, and it's kind of obvious, the Chevy Traxes are going to be the Vehicons of Transformers Age of Extinction. You know, the Vehicons in Transformers Prime, they're really just Decepticon fodder. They're just there so that the Autobots can really take them out without taking out the main Decepticon characters. That way they can keep on having more episodes, right? So I think that these are the Vehicons of Transformers Age of Extinction, and the Autobots took out 3 of them. That means, and that explains why there are 3 of them later on, and there's 6 of them in this video right here. So check out the video in the description box below. Maybe it's just kind of interesting to check that out. So very, very cool stuff. And of course, the Autobots can't take out the Stunticons so early in the movie because they have to form Menasor. Remember the rumor that I mentioned in the last episode? I mentioned that there's the rumor of a combiner. Well, Menasor could very much be that combiner. So here's hoping that it is, and that's exactly why they need the help of the Dinobots to take out Menasor. So there you have it. Now, I haven't seen any new signs of the Lamborghini Gallardo, the white one, and also the black Ferrari F430 Spider. I haven't seen them since they were spotted with the other cars, and they were just parked there. Nobody really saw them doing any chase sequences, but they were spotted rolling out, but who knows where they were taking them. So very, very cool stuff. Moving on. Where the hell is Dino in all of this? Dino was seen at some kind of a parking lot, like a warehouse, because he was just delivered. But where is that red Ferrari F4 the 458 Special? Where is it? I've only seen it once. But take a look at this photo of the orange McLaren. Okay, on the left side of it, or the right side of the McLaren, you can see that there's a red vehicle parked beside it, but you can't quite make out what exactly car it is. I have a feeling that that's Dino right there. I mean, take a close look at it, and take a close look at the 458 Special on its own. Okay, take a look at that photo, and then look at the side of it. Look at what the side door window is like, and tell me that isn't Dino. Maybe it isn't Dino. Maybe it's an entirely different character, but there's no reason why they would change it up like that. So, very interesting stuff. Now, is Dino really going to be in the movie? I don't know, but there's a hint right there suggesting that he could be in the movie, so I'm just throwing that out there. Anyways, I'm done talking about stuff. I gotta say that Michael Bay is really going all out with this movie. I mean, this is really his comfort zone because he loves doing car chases. He's done a really badass car chase in Bad Boys 2, in The Rock, in The Island, and also I think that the best scene, my favorite action sequence of all time in the Transformers trilogy, in all three of them, has always been the freeway chase in Transformers Dark of the Moon. I absolutely love that, and I think that in Transformers Age of Extinction, he's going to once again outdo himself. So I'm super excited for the release of this movie. I'm really crazy excited, and something tells me that there's going to be lots and lots of Decepticon casualties, because when you really think about it, look at all the vehicles that have been showing up on set. Something tells me that Age of Extinction is going to suffer from what I'd like to call sideways syndrome. And that is when you have a Decepticon just show up, and then he gets the opportunity to transform, and then transform again, and then he just gets killed off, all within 1 minute. Now, that's highly possible because we're seeing so many vehicles, and Michael Bay can't possibly devote his entire movie to a lot of screen time for robots. That's going to be impossible, right? Because there's so many characters right now, so many cars. So I think it's going to totally rule out the ones that are insignificant and kill them off fast. And that's just a fact. It's a reality of the movie, because you only have a 2 hour and 7 minute running time. 7 minutes is devoted to credits and 2 hours to the movie. And this is going to be the shortest Transformers live action film so far out of all four of them. And therefore, they have to take the time to really just iron out the main characters and not just every single character. And when you really think about it, in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, he might be doing what he did with the Constructicons in Age of Extinction. I mean, there are a lot of vehicles there, but remember the Constructicons in Revenge of the Fallen? They were just there as kind of like just Decepticon fodder. Well, it's possible that all these vehicles that are showing up could be more Decepticon fodder in Age of Extinction. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm really excited about it. I want to see a big car chase from the Autobots and Decepticons, and I'm really super excited about that. So there you have it. Anyways, I want you guys to sound off in the description box below. I mean, the comment section below. Who are the 5 Stunticons? Let me know, because we have Wildrider, Dead End, Breakdown, Dragstrip, and Motormaster, and the 5 suggested Stunticons are Pagani Huayra, Orange McLaren, White Aston Martin, Isuzu Giga CXZ dump truck, and also the Freightliner Argosy, which I'm pretty positive is Motormaster. So let me know in the description box below which the Stunticon name goes with which Stunticon that we've seen in all the online videos. So there you have it. And man, I'm gonna go out and say that this Transformers Age of Extinction is gonna be the best of the Transformers sequels. So better than Revenge of the Fallen and better than Transformers Dark of the Moon. And one of the main reasons why is because it looks like a full-on robot and robot battle. No U.S. military. Do you see any U.S. military anywhere in sight? We do see a couple of special forces guys, but essentially this is all a robot on robot action. Okay, not a whole lot of humans fighting in here. Definitely not going to have a repeat of the Egypt battle where it's just U.S. military versus you know, the Decepticons in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So definitely not going to have a repeat of that. Anyways, let's go and get on with collection photos, and I have one collection photo to show you guys, and that would be from Juan Pablo. And thank you for sending this to me, because I really like the way you organize these guys. You have robots in the back and the vehicle modes, the alt nodes in the front. So that looks really cool, because it's kind of cool to just see all the guys in vehicle mode, all right? And it's a good balance of robots and vehicles all on the same shelf. So thank you very much for showing that to me, Juan. And also, don't forget about the Optimus Prime photo contest, the Facebook photo contest that is going on right now. Take a photo of Optimus Prime in a really cool background, put a caption if you like, but don't Photoshop it and make any cool enhancements, okay? That's against the rules. A lot of people have been sending me some really sweet photos, and I can't wait to show all you guys. You guys have been doing a really good job. Get your photo uploaded to me, raginnation@gmail.com, and you gotta get it in before October 31st. And if you do, okay, you are eligible, or at least you have the opportunity to win cool prizes. Okay, so make sure you get your photo in of Optimus Prime before October 31st. And after that, you have 10 days to get as many likes as you can. And there you have it. Okay, this is going to be a really fun contest. And finally, the last thing I want to talk to you guys is about, don't forget to buy your Ragin Nation FTW t-shirts. Okay, the t-shirts are very cool because they have this badge. There's only 100 of them, and also you got the Ronin Japanese characters on the back. And this is just a personal design of mine. $26.99. Plus shipping, $10 to ship within North America, $18 to ship outside of North America. There you have it. Limited quantities available, and that's it. That's all I have to say in this video. It's been a really big update, but I got another update for you guys coming up on update number 55. Okay. Don't miss out on that one, because we're going to talk about Grimlock and Optimus Prime and maybe a little bit of Bumblebee. So stay tuned for update number 55. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter @Ragin Nation. I'll see you next time. Peace. Very different. He does look very different. I do like the pipes that stick out of his back. You know, the exhaust pipes. I'm really liking that look. As you can tell from the